Okay, a few more notes for this lesson. Well, this lesson is about the uses and dangers of electromagnetic waves, and we've not talked about that yet. But let's start with, in fact, the most dangerous, and it happens to be the ones down towards the bottom here, the ones with the shortest wavelengths but the highest frequencies. You might remember when we looked at the EM waves last lesson, when we introduced them. So X-rays and gamma rays are ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation. That's a term you need to know for physics and chemistry. It's radiation that's actually able to knock electrons off atoms. So if you knock an electron off an atom, you make it an ion because you give it a charge. So this kind of radiation is called ionizing radiation. And if that gets into your body, what it can do is cause mutations of genes, and it can cause cancer. So can you add that note there as your danger for X-rays and gamma rays? Add that to your picture you've been building up today. Ultraviolet radiation. So this is the one that you can use for sun tanning. It's what the sun gives a lot of, and we use this in our sun cream. We use UV blocks in our sun cream, and the reason is one, it can cause skin to age prematurely. So lots of exposure to the sun can cause your skin to age prematurely, and also it can increase your risk of skin cancer. And as we're looking at this now, I'm going to underline the word skin, because I know that when you take the exam, they like to see that you know it's a skin cancer caused by ultraviolet radiation, and it can increase your risk of getting skin cancer. The next ones, if we go back to visible light now. Visible light, in fact, a very bright light can damage eyesight. So you've been told not to look at the sun. You must never look at the sun directly, because that can damage your eyesight, or very bright lights can cause damage to your eyesight, other bright sources of light. And then infrared, if you remember, that's the one that we use on electrical heaters and on cooking food. So infrared can cause burns. So add that note about causing burns to your infrared picture there. So to wrap up the lesson, I'm expecting something like this to be appearing in your books. If you've not put colour on it, you've got time to put colour on it, because you need to know these guys. You need to know these uses and these dangers that we've highlighted here, and it's quite a big chunk of the course actually, and it very, very often comes up in exam questions. So if you can get it a nice poster or a nice picture like this in your book to help you learn it straight away, or get on top of it straight away, you're getting ahead there. Okay, uses and dangers of EM waves. You need to know it for each of those parts there. Okay, so I'm expecting to see that in your books.